everyone, my name is Dee and this is Dee's Reading Lounge. This is the second video that I'm doing here on my new BookTube channel. Welcome if you're new. If you're interested in this type of book content, I do invite you to subscribe. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. I am going to be sharing 3 books that I have recently added to my very small collection. So as you can see, I have, well actually I'm in my reading lounge or corner, whatever you want to call it. This is a chase lounge that I have in my bedroom, like in the corner. And I did have this book cart in another room, a second bedroom, but because I like the lighting in here, and because this is a BookTube channel and I do want to display my books, I decided to bring it in here, like in the corner. It's not like taking up a whole lot of space. It's right in the corner. It's perfect. So this primarily will be my filming space going forward. So in today's video, I want to share with you all the 3 books that I have recently added to my collection. Now, like I said in my first intro video, which was a book newbie tad, I did mention that everything that I purchase, including books, are on a budget. So I do budget for, I do spend money, but I just try to be as intentional as I can with what I'm spending and what I'm buying. I have to research what I'm buying. I have to want it. Sometimes I let it sit in my cart for a while before I'll push the button. And so I went ahead and pushed the button on these 3 books. I had budgeted $35. I did go over a little bit over $1.86, but that's okay, because I really did think I would enjoy these books. So let me show you what books I got. And so the first book that I got was The Yellow Wife. And this is by an author that's new to me because I am brand new here on YouTube. A lot of these authors will be new to me. I have heard good things about this book. It is a historical fiction. I did hear that it's a hard book to kind of read and digest. May have some things that are triggering. I'm not sure. I do watch other people's videos, of course, but when they're talking about the book, I kind of like skip a little through the video because I don't want to spoil the book. But let me just tell you what this book is about. This is a historical fiction. Historical fictions are one of my favorite genres to read. And so this says born on a plantation in Charles City. And also I'm familiar with the landmarks and the location because I'm from Virginia. So I'm familiar with Charles City, Virginia. Phoebe Dolores Brown has lived a sheltered life, shielded by her mother's position as the estate's medicine woman and cherished by the master's sister. So already this is going to be like a slave book, which I'm totally okay with reading. She is set apart from the others on the plantation, belonging to neither world. She'd been promised freedom on her 18th birthday, but instead of the idyllic life she imagined with her true love, Essex Henry, Phoebe is forced to leave the only home she has ever known. She unexpectedly finds herself thrust into the bowels of slavery at the infamous Devil's Half Acre, a jail in Richmond, again, familiar with Richmond, Virginia, where the enslaved are broken, tortured, and sold every day. So already this is going to be a hard one to digest. So like I said, I enjoy reading these type of stories because when I first got back into reading, I started back with learning my history, reading a lot of slave narratives and things like that. But I think this will be a hard read, but a good one. So I am looking forward to reading The Yellow Wife and learning about this author, Sadiqa Johnson. And so the next book is by another Black author. And by the way, these are all Black authors. This one is not new to me. I have read another book by her, just one though. This is the Octavia Butler. Octavia Butler is no longer with us, but because I love and cherish her book Kindred so much, I do have that book and I do plan on rereading that book. I wanted to read something else from her. Now, if you watched my first video, you might have noticed that I did not mention that I'm a sci-fi girl, and that's because I really don't usually enjoy sci-fi movies, TV shows, anything science fiction. That's just not me, okay? That's not my ministry. However, because I love Kindred so much and because that was a historical fiction slash it had some science fiction in there in forms of time traveling, I thought I would give her books because she is a science fiction writer a try. So she might be one that will be an exception for science fiction. So I bought this one. This one is called Wild Seed, and this is book number 1 in the Patternist novel. I did purchase the second one that is in the mail to me, and I'll be sharing that one with you as well when I get that. But Viola Davis wrote a blurb about this, and it says, she says, a book that shifted my life, epic, game-changing, moving, brilliant. So that's what she said about it. And what got me into getting this book, and by the way, this is not like a splurge. Like I said, I had been meaning to read more of her books, but I kind of fell off for a while reading books. And so I'm now just trying to get the books that I really wanted to read. And when I read the back of the book, it says, this is what caught my interest. It sounds very interesting. It says, Doro knows no higher authority than himself, an ancient spirit with boundless powers that he possesses. He possesses humans, killing without remorse as he jumps from body to body to sustain his own life. And so that alone really jumped out at me. And I know this is going to be a good one. So I can't wait to get to this. And so yeah, don't know when I'm going to read it, but like I said, I'm not just buying books anymore just to sit on this cute little cart and look pretty, because the books do look pretty on my cart. I do and plan on reading them. And so that is Wild Seed by Octavia Butler. And so the next one is The Vanishing Half by Brit Bennett. Again, new to me author, never read anything, I don't think, by her. Black author, and I should say these books are bordering 300 pages. This one is a little, let me see, under 400. It's 389 pages, which is okay with me. This one is a little over 300, so perfect. And then this one is the smallest one, and it's 200, and it looks like 75 pages. So 400 pages, I would say, is my limit. However, I do have some nonfiction books that I do want to get to this year that are more than 400 pages, and I do intend on hopefully reading them. Back to this book. So Brit Bennett, Black author. This was one of the New York Times 10 best books of the year. Excited about that. And so just a blurb, it says, twins inseparable as children ultimately choose to live in two different, very different worlds, one black and one white. So that alone makes this book very, very interesting to me. This may be a historical fiction. It was recommended from Goodreads, and they had like a collection of historical fiction books. And so I believe it is. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But I think it is. So that is it, you guys. Those are the 3 books that I have added to my collection. 2 historical fiction books, which are one of my faves, and a science fiction book. So let me know if you've read any of these books without any spoilers, of course. Thank you so much for watching and tuning into my channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.